Well, good afternoon again. It's the 16th of October, about 12:30, and I'm in the backyard. I wanted to tell you a couple things here. Um, Number one, that's our little pond here, probably about 20 by 8 feet across, and it's about 4 feet deep in one end, 2 feet in the other, and it's full of goldfish right now and frogs. And our cats just love to come here and sit on that little bridge there, and like Sandy's doing right there. She's gonna entertain us here just by sitting there and proving the fact. But also, I want to show you that big old cottonwood tree here. I wanted to cut it down years ago, but when I found out how much it cost to do that, I decided I'd leave it. Branches fall out of it and hit that power line there, and next thing you know, we're out of power for a while. That's happened probably 4 or 5 times in the years we've been here. Once in the dead of winter, that was enjoyable. But I know you didn't really latch onto this channel here to hear all that stuff, but I don't know, sometimes I just have to talk about other things too. And while I'm doing that, I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, because I don't rehearse anything. I just know in the back of my head there's some things that I need to discuss or talk to you about. And one is, when you're new, when you've lost someone and you're new to this, your husband, your wife, or someone else, you're searching always for answers. Well, I don't have all the answers. I can only tell you what I'm going through and how I deal with this. And hopefully that'll help in some way. If you're a woman, and it's come to my attention, there's a lot of women that watch some of these too. You watch whatever you can, right? And maybe you can learn how some men, I can't speak for all men, but how we grieve. There's men I know in our grief groups, they don't cry much. They never did, and at least they don't tell me they did. But I tend to feel that they did, but they just didn't want to admit it, maybe. I don't know. But I'm not afraid to admit it. And I can tell you right now that this morning as I was walking around through here, I was thinking of how beautiful it is out here, and I got my coffee in one hand and just walking around, kicking a few leaves around, and I'll sit down here. And seems like for no reason at all, I just started crying. And I cried good. And it was a good cry. It was a healing cry. And it was okay. I did it. And then it subsided. And then I was okay. And I'm okay now. These kind of things are going to happen. Even, it's been over 7 months for me, but I don't cry like that very often like I used to. This was an exception here. It was pretty good. And you will too. When you get to this point, you probably will, I'm sure. I feel pretty sure about that, according to what I've heard and read. But you're not alone. If I can help you in any way, I don't know what I can do other than tell you how I feel and what I'm going through. And maybe some of these videos will help you. I pray to God they do, give you some comfort, Also, I want to say that uh, I'm going to be taking a trip up to our cabin in northern Michigan real soon here, and I'm going to film that, and it'll probably be in 2 parts because I want to film a lot of that stuff up there and just share that with you, okay? And the reason I'm doing this is for you and for me. There are so many that are hurting that need, something to watch somebody go through this grief, to let them know. I got 2 cats about ready to fight over here. Sorry. Hey, cut it out over there. All right, where was I? These distractions, they never stop. To let you know that it'll be okay. It's going to get better. And it has for me. It's gotten better. And it will, these things will always be with us until we're in heaven again with our loved ones. I can't wait for that day. And I'll film this, and I'll film our cabin and our things around there. It'll be a stop and go kind of thing. I might film some of the drive up there and back, but mainly when I get there, I'll share some stuff with you, and some feelings, some deeper feelings perhaps, and maybe it'll help you, okay? I hope so. That's my prayer. It will help you. This hurt is universal. Every country, every place you go, there's hurt like this. The love of God is with us all. Sometimes we just don't see it. And by the way, this little branch off the cottonwood, I no sooner sat down here getting ready to do this, and bam! You just never know. Surprise, surprise. But I just wanted to touch base and tell you that, and you're going to be okay. Yes, you're going to be okay. You don't think so. Right now, you're hurting. When you're watching this, it may be at night, maybe during the day. You may be driving. I hope you're not driving. But you're hurting. And I wish I could tell you something really good that would just stop that hurt. But I can't. The truth is, I can't. I can only tell you that Jesus loves you. He's right there. He wants to help you. Just ask Him. Ask Him for help. That's all I can tell you. Really, that's all I can tell you. Jesus will help you. He'll give you what you need, not what you want. The pain's not going to go away, but He's going to be there to help you get through it, okay? All right, well, I'm going to let this go for now, and we'll leave it at that, and we'll talk to you soon here, okay? You're going to be all right. Things will get better. Okay. Goodbye.